All of you can hear my voice? Good. In the last session, we discussed about in the last session we discussed about how to work with group variables, how to work with group variables, how to work with host variables, and how to work with handlers. We understood, and how to work with Ansible, Vault. These are the concept we discussed in the last session. Group variables. If you want to specify the variables for a particular group, then you can go for group variables concept. If you want to set the variables for a particular host machine, then you can go for host variables concept. And if you want to execute some tasks based on some other task status, then you can go for handler. And in order to secure our playbooks or variable files, then you can go for Ansible Vault. By using Ansible Vault, we can encrypt the file so that nobody can see the content of that file. For encryption purpose, we are going to use password. We can do encryption. We can view the original data. We can decrypt it. We can change the vault password also. We have seen the commands. Handlers. Handlers are used to execute based on notification. So when I execute a task, if the task status is changed, then I will notify to execute the another task. Then we can go for handlers concept. Now, host variables. If you want to set the variables for a particular task, particular host machine, then you can go for host variables concept. If you want to set the variables for a particular group, then you need to go for group variables concept. You need to go for group variables concept. Are you guys clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? Yes, clear. Good. Next one. Guys, there is a concept called tags. There is a concept called tags in playbook. Tags in playbook. First, see here, I'm writing hosts. I'm writing a playbook, hosts all. Inside this host, I'm writing some tasks. We can write multiple tasks also. I'm writing a name for the task. The task name I am doing install httpd package. Install httpd package. So here I'm writing yum. I'm writing a name as httpd. State I'm writing as present. Okay. Then I'm writing another task, copy index.html. For that I'm using copy task. I'm using copy task. For the copy task, I'm writing src file location index.html. Name I'm writing copy index.html. Right? Copy. Okay. Inside that correct position where the name is there. Inside the name, we need to write that copy task. Wherever the name is starting, in the same place I'm going to start the copy task. Why error is coming? Okay, name. Yeah, copy index.html. Inside the copy, I'm writing a src. Then I'm writing a destination where that should be copied, www.html. Then I'm writing another task called name task. It is start httpd server. To start the http server, we are using service. Name of the service we are using as httpd httpd. Then I'm using state as restarted. I'm using state as a restarted. Can I say it is a playbook in the Ansible? Can I say that it is a playbook in the Ansible, guys? Can I say it is a playbook in the Ansible? Now, here, when we write this, always these three things are going to execute. In my playbook, I have three tasks: install HTTPD package, copy index.html, start HTTPD server. Three tasks are available. When we execute the playbook, always these three tasks are going to execute. Now, do I need to restart the server every time? Or if there is a change in the HTML, then only I need to restart the server? Do I need to restart the server every time? Do I need to restart the web server every time? Or I need to restart the server based on status change of the second task? Guys, can you tell me? Do I need to restart the server every time? Or I need to execute the start? Do I need to execute the third task every time? Or I need to execute the third task based on the status change of the second task? If second task status got changed, then only I need to execute the third task. How can we achieve that in the Ansible? If the second task status got changed, then only I want to execute the third task. How can we achieve that in the Ansible? By using handlers. Are you guys able to understand? By using handlers. Very good. Very good. Now, guys, there is a concept called tags in the playbook. Here, there are three tasks are available. If I execute this playbook, if I mean to say, if I run this playbook, all these three tasks are going to execute. First task will execute, then second task is going to execute, then third task is also going to execute. But I have a requirement. I want to execute only second task. I want to execute only second task. I don't want to execute the first task. I don't want to execute the third task. I want to execute only second task. Can we achieve that by using handler? Can we achieve that by using handler? No. If one task is executed, then you can notify to execute the another task. But here, what is my requirement? My requirement is very clear. There are three tasks available in my playbook. Out of these three, I want to execute only second task. To achieve this requirement, we can go for a concept called tags in the playbook. For every task, I will give you a tag name like an identity, and I can execute the playbook based on the tag name. So now for second task, I will give you a tag name, and when I'm executing a playbook, I will tell to playbook execute only this particular tag. Like this, we can go for tags in the playbook. Are you guys able to understand what is the purpose of going for tags in the playbook now? Are you guys able to understand what is the purpose of going for tags in the playbook? What is the purpose of going for tags in the playbook? What is the purpose of going for tags in the playbook? If you want to execute a particular task in the playbook, a playbook nothing but a collection of tasks. Playbook nothing but a collection of tasks. Don't want to execute all these tasks. I want to execute a particular task based on the name. Then you can go for a concept called tags concept in the playbook. For every task in the playbook, you can write a tag. Based on that tag, you can execute your playbook. Now see here how to write the tags for a playbook. Now you see here, this is my playbook. You see here, this is my playbook. Tasks are available. Install HTTPD. This is one task. For this task, I have given a tags called install. And there is another task available, copy index HTML. For this also, I have given one tag called copy tag. I have given one tag called copy tag. Now, see this. Here, for the first task, I have given one tag. For second task also, I have given one tag. Now, when I run a playbook, if I specify the tag name as a copy, it will execute only copy tag. If I specify the tag name as a install, it will execute only install tag. Tag is nothing but one alias name that we are going to provide for that. Can you guys read this playbook and can you see what are the tags I have given? Guys, are you clear with my point now? Are you guys clear with my point now? For every task, we can assign a tag. For every task, we can assign a tag. And once the tags are assigned, you can display what all the tags available. List tags. To display all tags available in the playbook, we can go for list tags. If you want to execute a particular task, then you give tags install. Then only those tags it is going to, only that tag it is going to execute. If you want to execute multiple tags, then you can write like this install copy. Then only these two tags will be, only these two tag specified tasks will be executed. If you don't want to execute this, then you can simply skip the tags. If you give skip tags, those tags will not be executed. Okay, let's go to our account sudo su ansible cd/home/ansible. I'm going to my home directory. Clear. ls-l. There are so many playbooks are available. Let me create one more playbook, which is vi tags.yml. I'm creating a playbook with a name called tags.yml. Inside this playbook, let me keep this playbook, which contain tags. Let me keep this playbook to contain tags. Right. Okay. Now I have a playbook which contains tags. You see, hosts all, become true, gather facts no wheres, variable is available, package name is httpd, task is available, name it is one task, install httpd, name and state. For that I am writing a tag called install. Tag name is install. Then I am writing copy index.html. For this I am writing the playbook. For this also I have given a tag called copy tag. So first task is having install tag, second task is having copy tag, and second task is having notify. For that handler is available. When the second task status got changed, then only it will notify the handler. Then handler will execute this third task. All right. Save it. Check the syntax of this first. Ansible playbook tags.yml syntax check. Syntax check. Here having a issue. There are the errors we got from each tags here. The appending line did not find expected key. Okay, let me go to this Visual Studio Code. Let me check this issue. Yes, there is an issue here. Can you see what is the issue? Wherever our module name is starting, our tag name is not starting. Can we easily figure out the issue by using this Visual Studio Code? So here tags having an issue. Let's remove this space. Now it is valid. It is valid. Go to our YML vi tags.yml edit. There is a problem here. There is a problem here. Extra space, remove it. Okay, close. Check the syntax. Now it is perfect. Now this playbook is having valid syntax. Now playbook is having valid syntax. Okay, do you want to check it once again? Vi tags.yml. Task 1, it is having a tag. Task 2, it is having a tag and handler. And task 3. Okay, now 3 tasks are available. Let me execute it. Ansible playbook Ansible playbook tags.yml. Ansible playbook tags.yml. Play is getting executed. First task, install httpd. Okay. Second task is also okay. Guys, handler is executed or a handler is not executed. In this scenario, handler is executed, handler is not executed, handler not executed. Why the handler not executed? Why the handler not executed? Any idea? There are no changes in the second task. Second task status is changed or it is just okay? It is just okay. Can we change that file? Vi index.html, edit. Let me delete some content. Let me delete some content. WQ. Now execute. I have changed the code for the index.html. I have changed the code for index.html. What is the status of that index.html copy index? Status is okay or status is changed? Status is changed. When the second task status got changed, is it informing the handler? Yes, handler got informed, handler got a notification, handler got executed, it restarted the server. So whenever there is a code change, then only I want to restart the server. So that we are achieving by using handler concept. That's okay. Fine. Here there are 3 tasks available in my playbook. There are 3 tasks available in my playbook. Okay means it is not affected. Just it is syntactically okay. It is not done any changes. It is not done any changes. Changed means it got executed successfully. All right. Now I have a playbook, Ansible playbook tags.yml list tags. Can you see what are the tags available in this playbook? What are the tags available in the playbook, guys? There are 2 tags available in the playbook. How to see the tags of the playbook? Ansible playbook tags.yml list tags. Here I have given the command. If you execute this command, it will display all the tags available in the playbook. Now, I want to execute only copy. I want to execute only copy because vi index.html, I am making the code changes. I'm making the code changes. HYD location. I'm making the code changes. Right, done. So when the code changes are done, do I need to install the server once again? Do I need to install the server once again? Is it really required, guys? Server is already installed. Do I need to install it once again? Not required. So can I execute only the tag copy? Can I execute only second task by using tag copy? Yes, we can execute that. So here you can give this command tags copy. It is going to execute only the copy tag task. How can we achieve that? Ansible playbook tags.yml tags copy. I'm specifying it. Now check it. Okay, can you see? Index tag, I mean install is executed. No, directly it executed copy task. Copy task status got changed. As the copy task status got changed, it has informed the handler. Handler got executed. First task, whatever the first task we have, install HTTPD. Install HTTPD is executing or it is not executing? Is it executing or it is not executing? First task is executing or first task is not executing? Guys, come on. When I run this Ansible playbook, copy tag I have executed, is it executing the first task or it is not executing the first task? Not executing. Why the first task is not executing? I have executed a tag. I have executed a task which is having a copy tag. But why third task is also executed? Second task is executed. Second task status got changed. Second task is notified to the handler to execute. So handler also executed. Understood? What is the purpose of tags and how to work with the tags? in the playbook. Why second and third executed? I have given the tag name as a copy. Second task executed. Second task status got changed. So second task is having a notification. It is notified to the handler. Handler got executed. Now execute the same playbook once again. Copy tag. Now second time, is it executing the handler or it is not executing the handler? Handler is not executing. Why the handler is not executed? The copy task status is okay. If the copy task status got changed, then only it is going to call the handler. Are you guys able to understand how to work with the tags now? For every task, we can give you a tag. Based on the requirement, you can execute only particular tag. How to list down all the tags available? List tags. How to execute a particular tag? Tags install. How to execute more than one tag? Install copy. How to skip the tags? Just give skip tags. All the skip tags will be skipped. So understood what is a handler and what is a tag? Is it clear, Sachin? Group variables, host variables, handlers, Ansible vault, tags in the playbook. We are clear. Next one. Very important topic that is called Ansible roles. What is the next topic, guys? Ansible roles. Okay. Now, sir, first of all, why to go for this Ansible roles? Why to go for Ansible roles concept? In the real time, we are going to write lengthy playbooks. In the real time, our playbooks will be very lengthy. I have given sample playbooks in the GitHub, guys. Today, I have pushed some playbooks to the GitHub. Let's go to our playbook samples. Can you see how many playbooks I have given total? How many playbooks I have given total? 17 playbooks I have given total. Today afternoon, I have pushed some playbooks. Here, handler tags. So whatever the example we have done, that is the example already I have pushed it today. So task install HTTPD, copy index HTML, handler to start the HTTP server, tag copy available, tag install is available. Okay. So now we can execute the handler tags. Right. Okay. Let's go for how to install Jenkins. Now, how to install Jenkins software by using Ansible playbook. I have written one playbook and I have given how many lines available for the playbook, guys? How many lines available for the playbook? 44 lines available for the playbook, which is used to install Jenkins software. Okay, I want to install Tomcat also. How many lines available to install the Tomcat? 72 lines are available in the playbook, which is used to install Tomcat. Now, let's take a requirement. Write a playbook to install Java. Write a playbook to install Java, Maven, Tomcat, and Jenkins. Write a playbook to install Java, Maven, Tomcat, and Jenkins. Now, only for Tomcat, 72 lines available. For Jenkins, 40 available, 44 available for Jenkins. For Tomcat, 72 lines available. For Maven, another 10 lines. For Java, another 10 lines. So total, almost 120 lines of keys and values we are going to write in the YML. So if I write a playbook to install all these softwares, is it easy? Is it easy to manage that playbook? Guys, is it easy to manage that playbook? Is it maintainable? Is it readable? It is very difficult. So if you want to write a complex playbook, if you want to install multiple softwares in the machines. So in my web servers, I want to install Java, I want to install Maven, I want to install Tomcat, I want to install Jenkins. I want to do these things in my machines. Then if I write a single playbook with all these tasks, then that playbook will become very lengthy and it will become difficult also to maintain such kind of lengthy playbooks. It will be very difficult to maintain such kind of lengthy playbooks in the project. In order to avoid this problem, Ansible introduced a concept called Ansible roles concept. Are you guys able to understand? Ansible introduced a concept called Ansible roles concept. Why Ansible roles concept came into market? In order to organize the tasks in the playbook effectively. So don't write everything in the single playbook. Create roles for that. Create roles for that. Don't write lengthy playbooks for your requirement. Don't make your playbook as confusing for others. Don't make your playbook clumsy for others. People should be able to understand what is there in your playbook. People should be able to read your playbook. Tomorrow, if you are not there in the project, somebody should be able to manage your playbook. Somebody able to should be modify your playbook. So we need to write the playbooks effectively so that it would be easy for the managing purpose. It would be easy for the others to manage our playbooks. In order to simplify the playbooks, in order to improve the readability, in order to improve the maintainability, we are going to use Ansible roles concept. Are you guys clear with my point? Why we are going for Ansible roles? Are you guys clear with my point? Why we are going for Ansible roles? Can you tell me why we are going for Ansible roles? What is the purpose of going for Ansible roles? What is the purpose of going for Ansible roles? Make the playbooks customizable, readable, maintainable. For that reason, we are going to use Ansible playbooks. That means don't write everything. Don't write everything in one playbook. Don't write everything in one playbook. Let us take this example. Guys, how many things are available in the single playbook here? How many things are available in the single playbook here? In this playbook, handlers are available. In this playbook, handlers are available. In this playbook, tasks are available. In this playbook, copy task available. In this playbook, install task available. In this playbook, variables are available. So here, if you observe, I am writing everything in the single playbook. I'm writing tasks. I'm configuring files here only. I'm writing tasks here only. I'm writing files here only. I'm writing handlers also here only. Everything I am keeping in one playbook that will become difficult to manage, that will become difficult to understand. Now, what we can do here is instead of keeping everything in the single playbook, I am going to use Ansible role concept. What is the meaning of Ansible role? What is the meaning of Ansible role? Guys, see here, I am going to take one folder. I'm going to take one folder here. Let's assume that I want to deploy one static website. I want to deploy one static website. Let me call it as a Apache task. I want to deploy one static website by using Apache. Now, what I will do here is inside this, I will create one folder called Apache. Inside this Apache folder, I will create tasks. I will create tasks. I will create files. I will create files. I will create handlers. I will create the handlers. Okay. Files I'm keeping in one folder. Tasks I'm keeping in one folder. Handlers I'm keeping in one folder. Now, for the tasks, I'm going to create one file called main.yml. I'm going to take one file called main.yml. And for files, I'm going to keep all the files in my index.html. For handlers, I'm going to write one file called main.yml. Main.yml. Now, what I will do, what are the tasks I want to write in the playbook? I will write all those tasks in the main.yml, which is belongs to tasks folder. All the files which are required to copy, I will keep the files in the files folder. Whatever the handlers I want to write, only handlers I will write in one file called main.yml. Only handlers I'm going to write in one file called main.yml. So I'm going to create one Apache folder. In the Apache folder, I'm going to take the tasks folder. I'm going to take the files folder. I'm going to take the handlers folder. Instead of writing everything in the single YML, I am going to divide them into multiple YMLs based on the requirement. My playbook should contain tasks. My playbook should contain files. My playbook should contain handlers. But the thing is, if I keep everything in the single playbook, it will become difficult to manage. It is clumsy. It is confusing. I want to organize it properly. So what I am doing is, I am creating one Apache as a role. Inside the Apache, I'm creating tasks, I'm creating files, I'm creating handlers. Inside this main.yml, I will keep only task related YML configuration. That means in the main.yml, I will keep only these three things. Only tasks I'm going to keep in the main.yml. In the files folder, I will keep index.html in the files folder. In the handlers YML, this code I am going to keep in the handlers YML. Handlers YML. If I write like this, then what will be available in the main playbook? Now I am going to write a main playbook like this. Host colon all become true, become true. Here, do I need to write the tasks here, or tasks are already defined in the main.yml? Do I need to write my tasks once again, or tasks are already implemented in the main YML? Tasks are already implemented in the main YML. I just configure role as a Apache. That's it. This is my playbook now. This is my main playbook now. This is my playbook. What is the role available in the playbook now? In the playbook, I am configuring role as a Apache. What is the meaning of Apache role? In the Apache role, tasks are available in one YML, files are available in one YML, handlers are available in one YML. Tomorrow, if I want to install Java, if I want to install Java, then what I will do? I am going to create another task, another role called Java role. Whatever is required for Java, I am going to keep them in the Java folder. Java will be created as one role. For that Java or for Jenkins, I'm going to keep it like this. Jenkins. Now, I want to execute Jenkins role also. I will configure like this. Whatever the configuration is required for the Jenkins related tasks I will keep in the Jenkins main.yml file in the tasks folder. Whatever the files we need to copy for the Jenkins, I'm going to keep them in the files folder. Whatever the tasks we need for the handlers, whatever the task we need to execute by the handler for the Jenkins, I will keep in the Jenkins handlers main.yml. Suppose I want to configure Java, I want to install Java now. Okay, if I want to install the Java, then what will be available? For the Java, I am going to create one YML, one role I am going to create for Java or for Tomcat, for example. I want to install Java. For the Java, I am going to create one role like this. For Java, I'm going to create one role like this. Now I want to install the Java. In the playbook, I will configure Java as a one role. Now, if anybody look at the playbook, what is available in the playbook? 3 roles are available in the playbook. That's it. Apache is one role, Jenkins is one role, Java is one role. Where is the task for the Apache? Apache tasks are available in the Apache role folder. Where is the tasks of the Jenkins? Jenkins related tasks are available in the Jenkins folder. Where are the tasks for the Java? Java tasks are available in the Java tasks folder. Now, is it easily maintainable? Tomorrow I want to make some changes to Jenkins tasks. Do I need to change my playbook or I need to change only Jenkins role? Tomorrow I want to make some changes to Jenkins tasks, guys. I want to make the changes to Jenkins tasks. Do I need to change? Do I need to change my main playbook or I need to change my role playbook? Do I need to change my main playbook or I need to change just role? I want to make some changes to Jenkins tasks. I want to make the changes to Jenkins tasks. Do I need to change the main playbook? What is there in the main playbook? Main playbook just contain role name. Where is that role available? Jenkins available. Where are the tasks for the Jenkins installation? Jenkins tasks are available in the Jenkins tasks folder main.yml. Where are the tasks for the Java installation? Java tasks are available in the Java tasks main.yml. Tomorrow, if you want to make any changes to the Java related task, then you need to change this YML which is available in the Java, not the main playbook. In the main playbook, we are just configuring the role name. What is that role is going to do? That is configured in the role folder. Is it maintainable? Is it customizable? Is it understandable? Is it readable? Yes or no? In the real time, we are going to create roles like this. If you want to install Java, create a role for the Java. Whenever you want to install the Java, in the playbook, you just configure the Java role. When you want to install the Jenkins, create a role for the Jenkins. Just use the Jenkins role name in the playbook. When you want to install Apache, create a role for the Apache. Use the Apache role name in the playbook. In the playbook, I am not configuring my tasks. In the playbook, I am configuring only roles. Now I want to install 10 softwares. Is the playbook will contain all the information of the 10? Playbook will contain 10 roles. That's it. See, you understand it. If you see, I want to install HTTPD. For that, I'm writing some tasks here. Okay. I want to install Jenkins. For installing the Jenkins, there are so many tasks are available. I want to install the Tomcat. For the Tomcat, there are so many tasks are available. If I write Jenkins, Java, Tomcat related tasks, everything in one YML, then it will become very difficult to manage and maintain. So for Java installation, for Maven installation, for Tomcat installation, for Jenkins installation, for example, for Java, assume that Java having 5 tasks, Maven having 3 tasks, Maven have, for example, Tomcat having 15 tasks, Tomcat having 15 tasks, Jenkins having 10 tasks. Okay, I am writing a playbook. If I write a playbook with all these softwares installation, then what will happen? 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 15, 23, 23 plus 10, 33 tasks you have to write in one YML. Is it easy now? Is it easy to write the 33 tasks in the single YML, single playbook? Come on, guys, please respond. This is my requirement. I want to install Java, Maven, Tomcat, Jenkins by using playbook. Can you write a single playbook? If you write a single playbook, what people will call you? Fresher. In the project, if you write a single playbook, then people will call you as a fresher. Why? There is no maintenance. There is no proper organization. So we should never write a single playbook for the complex requirements. We should never write a single playbook for the complex requirements. Then how to organize these 33 tasks, guys? By using role concept in the Ansible. By using role concept in the Ansible. Are you guys clear with this? Now understand this role concept. See how I am creating this. Look at this concept. Instead of writing 33 tasks in one playbook, we are creating roles for each requirement. I want to install Apache. So create a role for the Apache. In the Apache role, Apache installation related configuration will be available. Tasks will be available, files will be available, handlers will be available. I want to install Jenkins. Create a role for the Jenkins. In the Jenkins folder, Jenkins installation related tasks will be available, files will be available, handlers will be available. I want to install Java. For Java, create a role. In the Java role, Java related tasks will be available, Java related files will be available, Java related handlers will be available. If I have everything as a separate, is it easy to maintain? Is it easy to maintain like this, or it is difficult to maintain like this now? If I have the roles like this separately, is it easily maintainable? Guys, come on. Is it easily maintainable or it is not easily maintainable? Easily maintainable. Why? Tomorrow I want to make the changes to Apache installation. Do I need to change my main playbook or I need to change only Apache role? If I want to make the changes to the Apache installation, do I need to change the main playbook or I need to change only Apache role? I need to change Apache role. Now, what is there in the main playbook now? In the main playbook, I am not writing the tasks. I'm not writing the handlers. In the main playbook, I'm just configuring the role name. So when I execute my playbook, the role will be executed. So can I execute multiple roles in the single playbook? Yes, you can execute multiple roles in the single playbook. You can execute multiple roles in the single playbook. Apache, Jenkins, Java, whatever you want. You can create roles for each requirement. All the roles you can configure in the one playbook and you can execute them. Guys, understood the concept of going for roles? Why we are going for roles in the Ansible? Very, 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 very important interview question. Even it is a practical scenario in the real time. We have to create the roles for every requirement, common requirements. For common requirements, we have to create the roles. Now, can we experiment one playbook with the role now? Can we experiment one playbook with the role now? Can we experiment one playbook with the role? Yes. Let's start. Let's start. Yes. Now, see here, guys. Ansible roles concept. What is the topic we understood as of now? We understood a concept called Ansible roles. Roles are a level of abstraction on top of tasks and playbooks that let you structure your Ansible configuration in the modular and reusable format. Roles are providing the abstraction for your playbook and they are providing configuration in the modular and reusable format. If I create a role like this for Java, can I use this Java role in the other playbook also? Can I use the Java role in the other playbook also? Is it reusable? Guys, please respond. When I create a roles like this, these roles are reusable or these roles are not reusable. One role can be used in multiple playbooks also. Roles are reusable. Roles are providing abstraction for our playbooks and they are providing a modular and reusable configuration. As you add more and more functionality, and flexibility to your playbooks, they can become unwieldy and difficult to maintain. So when you add more functionality to your playbooks, when you add more and more functionality to your playbooks, they can become unwieldy and they can become difficult to maintain. Let me make it simple. As you add more and more functionality to your playbooks, they can become difficult to maintain. Roles allow you to break down a complex playbook into separate, smaller chunks that can be coordinated by a central entry point. So instead of writing all the requirements in the single playbook, let's divide them into smaller chunks. Let's divide them into smaller chunks. Now, sample playbook with a role. Now, I am going to create a playbook with a role. Then I want to install Apache. I want to install Apache. For Apache, I will create a role. When I create a role for the Apache, then how my playbook will look like? My playbook will look like this. That's it. I'm no need to write install HTTPD, copy the index.html, start the server. I don't need to write all the tasks in the main playbook. In the main playbook, I will tell that just to execute Apache role. In the Apache role, all the tasks will be available. Install HTTPD, copy the index.html, restart the HTTP server. That configuration will be available in the Apache. That Apache role I am going to configure in the main playbook. You see here, I configured a main playbook. In the main playbook, I just told Apache role. Then when this playbook is executed, Apache role will be executed. For the Apache role, the configuration is available here. I can specify multiple roles also. If I specify the Jenkins here, when this playbook is executed, Apache role will execute. That means all this will execute. When it executes Jenkins role, then all these things will be executed. Are you guys able to understand? When you use a playbook with role, then your main playbook will looks very simple. Ansible roles are consist of many playbooks, which is similar to modules in the Puppet and cookbooks in the Chef. Same concept is available in the Puppet and Chef also. Puppet and Chef also similar to Ansible. They are used for configuration management. They are pull based. Ansible is push based. Puppet will use modules concept for the same. Chef is using cookbooks concept for the same. In the Ansible, they are called as roles. In the Ansible, they are called as roles. In the Puppet, they are called as modules. In the Chef, they are called as cookbooks. Roles are a way to group multiple tasks together into one container, do the automation in the very effective manner with the clean directory structure. So clean directory structure for Apache, tasks are available here, files are available here, handlers are available here. The directory structure is also very clean when you go for role concept. Earlier, what happened? Everything is configured in the single playbook. Here I am configuring tasks. Here I am configuring variables. I'm configuring handlers. I'm configuring files. Everything I am configuring in the single playbook. It is not recommended. So roles are providing clean directory structure. Tasks should be available in one file. Files should be available in one file. Handlers should be available in one file. They properly organized the structure of the role also. So roles are very, very important and they are very effective. Roles are set of tasks. Easily you can reuse it. It can be easily modified and will reduce the syntax errors. If you write 33 tasks in the single YML file, it is difficult to manage. When you change one task, there may be effect on the other task also. They are difficult to manage. By using roles concept, they are distributed to multiple folders, easy to maintain, easy to manage, easy to change also. Easy to change also. Samjha. What is a role in the Ansible and how to work with roles in the Ansible? What is a role and how to work with roles in the Ansible? Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear? Now tell me, what is the purpose of going for roles in the Ansible? What is the purpose of going for roles in the Ansible? Come on, guys. What is the purpose of going for roles in the Ansible? I'm not getting answer. Roles are used to make our playbooks more readable, maintainable, and manageable. Okay, right, good. Roles are used to make the playbooks are very easy to readable, maintainable, and everything. Right, roles are reusable. When you create a role, it is properly organized with the folder structure. When you want to execute a role, you just specify the role name in the playbook. That's it. Now, how to work with these roles? To create Ansible roles, use Ansible Galaxy command. So whenever we install the Ansible, you are going to get the Ansible Galaxy command, which has a template to create the roles. Okay. Now, here we are going to create the roles by using a command called Ansible Galaxy. mkdir roles, Ansible Galaxy init roles Apache. I'm going to create one directory called roles directory. Inside the roles directory, I'm going to create a role. To create a role, we are going to use init command. We are going to use init command. Now, let's clear this. ls-l. Guys, can you see in my present working directory, is there any directory available? Everything is a file only. Only YMLs are available. Do I have any directory here? Do I have any directory here? No. Can we make one directory? mkdir roles. It should be having folder name as a roles. Directory name I have created as roles. What is the command we are using to create the roles? Ansible Galaxy init command. Inside the roles, I want to create Apache role name. Role name can be anything. I'm creating the role name as a Apache. Okay. Roles, role Apache created successfully. So by using Ansible Galaxy, we are creating a role. By using Ansible Galaxy, we have created a role. Ansible Galaxy init roles slash Apache. I have created roles. Where I have created? Inside the home directory of the Ansible user. Slash home slash Ansible is the directory. Inside that, I created one directory called roles. Inside the directory, I created a role called Apache. So Ansible Galaxy init roles slash Apache. That is what I have used. Ansible Galaxy is the command. Ansible Galaxy is the command to create the roles using templates. So we don't know what is the folder structure to create the role. That's why we are using Ansible Galaxy command. Ansible Galaxy command having the template to create the role. Init is used to initialize the role. Apache is the name of the role. Apache is the name of the role. Are you guys clear with this? Apache, where Apache is a role name. Init is used to create the role. Ansible Galaxy is a command which is used to create a role with a template. Now, once these roles are created, list out the directory created under roles. List the list out the directory which is created under roles. Inside the roles, Apache created. I want to show you the directory structure of these roles. Now, how to see the directory structure? Tree roles slash Apache. Tree command not available. I want to print the folder structure. By using tree command, we can print the folder structure, but currently tree command is not available. Do you know how to install tree command in the Linux? Sudo yum sudo yum install tree. Sudo yum install tree. I'm just installing tree command. Why I'm installing the tree command? To display proper folder structure. To display proper folder structure. Tree roles slash Apache. Wow. Can you see the folder structure printed for the Apache role? Can you see the folder structure printed for the Apache role? What are the subfolders are available? What are the subdirectories available inside the Apache? Defaults available, files available, handlers available, meta available, tasks available, templates available, tests available, vars available. These are the subdirectories. How I am able to print the directory structure? Which command I am using to print the directory structure? Tree command I am using to print the directory structure. If the tree command is not available, let's install that tree command by using this sudo yum install tree. Sudo yum install tree. Once you installed it, then you execute the tree roles Apache. We are able to see the directory structure of this Apache role. Not only Apache role, for any role, the directory structure will be same. For any role, the directory structure will be same. Are you guys clear with my point? Good. Now, once it is done, we can understand the directory structure. What is available here is, if you want to create the tasks, then you need to write the tasks related YML in this main.yml, which is available inside the tasks. If you want to declare the variables required for your role, you can declare them in the vars. What are the files you want to keep for your role? You can keep them in the files folder, files directory. Any handlers you want to write for your role, for the handlers there is a YML. Okay, for tasks one YML is available. For tasks one YML is available. For files one directory is available. For handlers one YML is available. Directory structure. Tasks contains the main list of tasks to be executed by the role. Handler contains a handler, defaults, variables for the role. Whereas other variables for the roles, whereas it has the higher priority than the default. If any common roles, common variables you want, you can declare them in the default. Files, what are the files you want to keep? Templates, which can be deployed via this role. Meta, information about the role, metadata about the role. Like this, we can see the directory structure of a role. So what are the commands I'm using to create a role? First, I created one directory, make dir roles. So first, let's go to our directory /home /Ansible. Currently, I am pointing to /home /Ansible. We are switching to Ansible user account, sudo su Ansible. First switch to sudo Ansible, that means it is our Ansible user account. Then go to home directory of the Ansible user. Then create a roles directory by using mkdir. Once you created the roles directory, then execute Ansible Galaxy command init roles /Apache, creating Apache role using Ansible Galaxy. Init is used to create a role with a template. Once the role is created, install tree software if you want to see the directory of the role. Now see the directory of the role, tree roles /Apache. You see the directory structure. In this directory structure, tasks directory, tests directory, templates directory, vars directory, handlers directory, file directory, defaults directory, the proper structure is available. What are the tasks you want to execute by using Apache? You can keep them in the tasks YML. What are the handlers you want to execute in Apache? You can keep them in the handlers YML. What are the files you want to use in the Apache role? You can keep in the files directory. For every requirement, we can create a role. That role we can configure in our main playbook. Okay. Now I want to perform this static website hosting by using this Apache role. Directory structure also we have seen. This is our main playbook, which contains everything, right? There are 3 tasks available. Main playbook is available. Now I want to manage this playbook by using this role. I want to manage this playbook by using this role. Are you guys able to go to tasks folder, configure all the tasks in the tasks.yml. For single YML, configure YML, service YML, you can configure like this 3 tasks, 3 YMLs. In the main file, you can keep these 3 files as a import to tasks. Instead of that, I will keep all the tasks in the single YML. I will keep all the tasks in the single YML. Now, observe. I am going to tasks YML now. Where is the tasks available? Inside the roles. CD space roles slash Apache slash tasks. What is my present working directory? Tasks. Go to vi main.yml. Edit. Tasks file for roles Apache. What are the tasks we want to execute using Apache? Then I'm going to keep all the tasks in this YML. Only tasks. That's it. Only tasks I'm going to keep. Task 1, task 2, task 3. Task 1, task 2, task 3. I'm going to keep them here. Okay. Now close it. Now close it. Instead of keeping all the tasks in the single, you can break the tasks into multiple files also. So this name can be configured in as one task in one YML. This copy task can be configured in one YML. This service task can be configured in one YML. But I'm keeping all the 3 tasks in the single YML. Okay. Once we have done that, copy the files into files directory. Copy the files into files directory or create index.html file with content. Let me go to files directory. Let me come out. cd space ls-l cd space files ls-l ls-l. In the files directory, currently nothing is available. Let me create index.html. Insert mode, I'm going to configure welcome to Ansible roles concept. In this index.html, I'm writing welcome to Ansible roles. Where I am keeping this file? This file I am keeping inside the files directory. This file I am keeping inside the files directory. You see, in the Apache role files directory available, inside the files directory, I'm keeping my index.html. That is fine. Now, next step, handler is available. Configure the handlers. Configure the handlers in the handler YML. For the handlers, there is a file available. Inside that file, we can configure our handlers. Okay. Now go to here, come to handler, cd space handlers, vi main.yml. Whatever the code you want to execute by using handler, that code you can keep in the handler YML. That code you can keep in the handler YML. Right. Handlers restart Apache. That's it. Save it. If you want to write some metadata about your YML, you can configure that metadata in the meta YML file. Otherwise, you can skip that. No problem. Okay. Now, once it is done, let us come out. Let us come out. CD space Apache. Now, tree Apache. Can you see the directory structure? In the tasks YML, all my 3 tasks are available. My index.html is available in the files directory. My handler is available in the handlers directory. Very good. Let's come out. ls-l. Now I want to create a playbook which will execute the role. Role is created. Inside the role, I created a tasks. I kept my file. I created my handler. Now I want to execute the role. Can you tell me how to execute the role? Do I need to write everything now, or I just need to call the role name? Do I need to call everything, or I need to call just my role name? I just need to call my role name. Can we create a playbook and call the role name? Can we create a playbook and call the role name? Yes. Vi roles demo.yml insert mode. You just configure your role name. What is the role name I have given? Apache. Hosts all become true. Roles colon Apache role I have given. Now WQ. Okay, fine guys. So before going to test this functionality, can we access our web server and can we see the behavior? क्या हुआ यार? Log out हो गया. Let me log into this AWS account. Instance state is equal to running. Host node, copy the public IP, access the website. What is displaying currently? Ashok IT, leading software training institute, it is displaying. Now, I have created my roles demo.yml. Let me check the syntax first. Ansible playbook, roles demo, Ansible playbook, roles demo YML, syntax check. Okay, there is a problem. Where is the problem? Can you find out? Can you find out where is the problem? Problem is in the main playbook or problem is in the role file? Guys, problem is in the main playbook or problem is in the role file? Role file. Which file? Which file? Can you read the error and can you identify in which file there is a problem so that we can identify that issue, we can fix that issue? Come on, guys. In the handler YML, there is a problem. Let's go to that. In the handler YML, there is a problem. cd space roles slash Apache slash handlers vi main.yml. There is a problem here. Edit this file. What is the problem? Yes, service. Okay. Name is equal to HTTPD. State is equal to restarted. Right. Okay. Save it. Syntax check. Roles demo YML. Okay. We are in the handlers directory. CD space dot 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 dot. ls-l. Now check it. Service here still in that YML there is a problem. Service having a problem. Again go back to that handlers vi main dot YML. Let me take it first. Come down here. Keep it. There is a problem. There is a problem. Restart Apache. Its service name. Service name. What is the problem with the name? What is the problem with the name? What is the issue here, guys? Name. Now it is fine. Okay. Copy this. Go here. Remove all these things. Yeah, paste it. Okay. Restart Apache. Fine. WQ. Come out. ls-l. Now check the syntax. Syntax check. Yes. Now is it valid? It is valid. Can we check once again what is there in this roles demo YML? In my playbook, am I having the task or I am having a role? In my playbook, am I having a task or I am having a role? In my playbook, I am just having a role. In my playbook, I'm just having a role. Okay. Now, guys, before my role execution, what is the content available in my website? What is the content available in my website? Welcome to Ashok IT available in the website. Now, in the Apache role, if you see the tree structure, if you see the tree roles slash Apache, in this role, files index.html, what is available? Welcome to Ansible is available. Am I right? Now, let me execute it. Ansible playbook, roles demo.yml. Now see, is the role executing successfully? Role executed successfully or not? Yes. Now go to here. Is it reflecting whatever the file is available in the role index.html? Is it reflecting now? Content is modified. That means our playbook is executed successfully. Playbook executed successfully or not? Playbook executed successfully with the role. Playbook executed successfully with the role. We can configure multiple roles also, like Java, Tomcat, Jenkins, Sonar. For every requirement, you can create a role. You can create a role and you can execute the role. So if you follow these notes, you can do it. If you follow these notes, you can do it. Tasks. I don't want to give you this. You will get confused. Remove this. The very first thing that you need to do is go to your Ansible directory, then go to Ansible home directory, create a roles folder, then create a role with a name called Apache by using Ansible Galaxy. Ansible Galaxy is the command to create the role. Init is used to initialize the role, giving the role name. Inside the roles directory, Apache role is creating. Init is to initialize the role. Apache is the name of the role. List out the directory by using tree command. If the tree is not available, install the tree software. So this is the directory structure of the role. Then take the example. Take the example. Below is a sample playbook code to deploy Apache web server. Let's convert this playbook codes into Ansible roles. Into Ansible role. So this is the actual playbook. First move on to the Ansible roles directory and start editing the YML files. CD roles Apache, edit main YML available in the tasks folder to define the tasks to be executed. So now in the tasks YML, I have to keep this content. Only tasks I am keeping. Okay. Now go to files directory, copy the required files or create index.html. Go to handlers, go to handlers. Now in the handlers file, we need to keep this content. In the handlers file, we need to keep this content. There was some issue, so I have corrected it. This is the content we are going to keep in the handlers. Now meta, if you want to keep some content in the meta, you can keep it. Otherwise you can ignore that meta concept. Meta concept is not required. If you want to keep some license information, then you can keep that in the meta. With that, your task is completed. Now you can check the structure of this. We have got all the required files for Apache now. Let's apply the role into the Ansible playbook. Run setup.yml as to deploy it on the client nodes. cd/home/ansible run setup.yml. In the run setup.yml, we are configuring the role as a Apache. So when you execute this playbook, now we can see the output. Now execute the run setup.playbook. Execute playbook which contains Apache role. What is the syntax to execute it? $Ansible playbook run setup.yml. That's it. Now it is going to execute it. Execute it. Fine. Ansible playbook run setup.yml. It is going to execute the role available in the playbook. We have defined these changes. Specify the role name as Apache. So if you have created multiple roles, you can use the below format to add them in the playbook. Like this. You can add multiple roles also in the playbook. Apache is there. Similar to Apache, I can configure Jenkins role. I can configure Java role. I can configure Maven role. I can configure Sonar role like this. So based on the requirement, you can create the roles and you can execute the roles from the single playbook. You can execute them from the single playbook. Are you guys clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? Yes, good. So with this, we understood Ansible roles concept, which is very important and very useful in the real time. Okay, next one. Yesterday, I told you to set up multiple flavors of the virtual machines. Multiple flavors of the virtual machines. Did you guys completed that setup? Multiple flavors of virtual machines, like currently we are using Red Hat. Currently we are using Red Hat. Now I want you to set up Red Hat and Ubuntu also. Why we want to set up the Red Hat and Ubuntu related? Now, if you see here, there are several servers available. Web servers are available. I want to install a software. Okay. So these are web servers. So for example, this is Red Hat VM. This is Red Hat VM. And this is Ubuntu VM. One is Red Hat VM. Second one is Ubuntu VM. I want to execute HTTPD, or I want to execute Git command, Git client in the servers. Okay. Red Hat VM, it will use yum package manager. It will use yum package manager for installation purpose. When we go for Ubuntu, which package manager will be used? Apt package manager will be used for Ubuntu. Are you guys able to understand? Are you guys able to understand? When your Linux machine is based on the Red Hat, then it will use yum package manager for installing any software. If you want to install Java, or if you want to install HTTPD, or if you want to install Sonar or Jenkins, whatever. If you want to install any software in the Red Hat based VM, then it will use yum package manager. Suppose if you have a virtual machine Ubuntu, then it will use apt package manager. Now I want to write a playbook to install Git client in these two machines. These two machines are belongs to web servers group. Okay. Now let me write a playbook like this. Let me write a playbook like this. Host all tasks. Inside these tasks, I'm writing a name, install Git client. Install Git client. Yum, I'm writing the name as a Git. I'm writing the state as latest. Good. I'm writing like this. Can I execute this playbook in both machines? Can I execute this playbook in both machines? Will it be successful? Can I install the Git in the both machines by using a playbook like this? This is a question they will ask in the interview. This is the question they will ask in the interview. I have two VMs. One VM is based on Red Hat, another VM based on the Ubuntu. Can you write a playbook to install Git in both VMs? Here in my playbook, what package manager I am using? In my playbook, what is the package manager I am using? In my playbook, what package manager I am using? Yum. I am using yum package manager. Yum package manager will work only for Red Hat. It will not work for Ubuntu. It will not work for Ubuntu. This playbook will work for Red Hat VM, but it will fail for Ubuntu. This playbook will work for Red Hat VM. This playbook will work for Red Hat VM. This playbook will fail for Ubuntu. Why? Why it will fail for Ubuntu? What is the reason for the failure? What is the reason for the failure, guys? For Ubuntu, M will not work. For Ubuntu, apt is required. For Red Hat, M is required. Can I change from M to apt here, sir? First, I will run this package. First, I will run the playbook with M. Once it is executed in the Red Hat, then I will edit the package manager. I will change to apt. I will execute once again, so both will be installed. Can we do that? First, I will execute with M. Once it is executed in the Red Hat, I will change it to apt. Then I will execute second time. Is it valid? Is it accepted? Is that accepted answer in the interview? No. You should write a single playbook in single shot. It should execute in both machines. In single shot, it should execute in both machines. समझा? हाँ. Can you guess how to write a playbook for this? Can you guess how to write a playbook for this? We need to write condition. If the virtual machine is belongs to Red Hat, use M package manager. If a virtual machine belongs to Ubuntu, use apt package manager. That conditions we have to write. That conditions we have to write. Okay. How we are going to write a playbook for that requirement? Let's observe. How we are going to write a playbook for that? Let's observe. Here we are going to write a playbook like this. Hosts all tasks. Inside the tasks, name install git using yum. Install git using yum. Now I will write yum name git state present. When OS family is equal to Red Hat. When OS family is Red Hat. Now I will write name install git using apt. Now I will write apt here. I will write apt. Name git. Name is git. State is present. State is present. When this apt should be executed? When OS family is belongs to Debian. Ubuntu is a Debian family member. Ubuntu is a Debian family member. Now, can you see here? Playbook, two tasks are available. One is by using M package manager. Another one is by using apt package manager. This is using M package manager. This is by using apt package manager. Both tasks are going to execute. When I run the package, when I run the playbook, both tasks will be executed. Our tasks will be executed based on the conditions. Both tasks will be executed. Our tasks will be executed based on the conditions. Based on the conditions. How to write a condition in the playbook? How to write a condition in the playbook? When the OS family belongs to Red Hat, then use the M package manager. When the OS family belongs to Debian, then execute the apt package manager. Samjay, I have given this playbook also, guys, for you. When YML. Now you see when Ansible OS family is equal to Red Hat. Red Hat. Then yum. Ansible OS family is equal to DBN. Then go for apt. Simple. If OS family is equal to Red Hat, then use yum. Then OS family is equal to DBN. Then install Apache 2. Like this. I mean here I mentioned as HTTPD Apache 2. So in the Red Hat it is called HTTPD. In the Ubuntu it is called as Apache 2, something like this. Okay. So here when is important. When you want to write a playbook which supports for multiple flavors of the Linux, then you need to use when condition in the playbook. That's it. Are you guys clear with this? When to go for when? Are you guys clear with this? When to go for when? This is the solution. Working with when in the playbook. This is roles concept. This is a playbook with a when. When OS family Red Hat, do that M. When OS family is DBN, then go for yapt. Right, guys. Now, can you guys practice the sample playbooks which I have given here? Can you guys practice the playbooks which I have given here? How to write a playbook to clone the code from the Git repository? I have given it. Now, Git is a module. Okay. Now, repo. This is our repository. Clone it, store it in some location. Store it in some location, right? Ansible Maven web app. Let me keep it as a Maven web app. It is a playbook which is used to clone the code from the Git repository. So can you guys practice the playbooks which I have uploaded here? Can you guys practice the playbooks which I have uploaded here? Loops concept is also available, sir. Loops concept also I have given. Loops 1 I have given. I want to execute with items. Okay. Now here loops 2 is available. I want to install multiple packages. If I want to install, then we can go for loops. Already I shared it now. Already I have shared this repository, guys. Are you guys not checking the group? Are you guys not checking the group? What is this? Uploaded to Ansible playbooks in the GitHub repository along with the playbook commands. This is the URL. If you click this URL, you will go to this. All the playbooks commands also I have given. I have uploaded that to our Telegram folder on June 20 itself. On June 20 itself, I have uploaded. Let me pin it. I have notified. Now, can you get it? Can you access the URL from the Telegram? So I have given almost 17 playbooks there. I have given almost 17 playbooks there. I have given almost 17 playbooks there. Good. Yeah. Fine, guys. Can we summarize what we discussed in the Ansible now? Can we summarize what we discussed in the Ansible? What is configuration management? What is Ansible? What is Ansible? Okay. Advantages of Ansible. Advantages of Ansible. push based versus pull based mechanism, push based versus pull based mechanism, Ansible installation, Ansible installation. Now Ansible architecture, we understood. Host inventory file, host inventory file. Next one, we discussed about host groups, in inventory, Next one, Ansible ad hoc commands, We discussed about YAML, working with YAML in VS Code IDE, playbooks introduction, playbook commands, writing playbooks, variables, we discussed multiple ways, runtime variables, playbook variables, playbook variables, group variables, host variables, group variables, host variables. We discussed about handlers. We discussed about tags. We discussed about roles. Good. Anything else we learnt in Ansible? Anything else we learnt in the Ansible? What is configuration management? What is Ansible? Advantages of Ansible? Push based versus pull based mechanism, Ansible installation, Ansible architecture, host inventory file, host groups in inventory, Ansible ad hoc commands, YAML, working with YAML in VS Code IDE, playbooks introduction. What is a playbook? Why playbooks? Playbook commands, how to execute a playbook, how to check the syntax, a dry run, verbose, how to write the playbooks, variables in the playbook. You can pass a variable in the runtime. You can declare a variable within the playbook. You can go for the group variables. You can go for host variables. You can go for handlers in the playbook. You can go for tags and you can execute particular tags, roles, and Ansible Vault. Very important concept, Ansible Vault, which is for encoding your files, which is used to encode the files for security, encoding, encrypting, decrypting. Ansible Vault is used for encrypting. Ansible Vault we can use for encrypting as well as for decrypting. Okay, and we discussed about working with multi-OS playbooks, writing playbooks for multiple OS, working with playbook for multiple OS family based hosts. Playbook for multiple OS family based hosts. That is when command we are going to use for this. Are you guys comfortable with all these topics, guys? Beautiful notes also available for this. Everything step by step. So with this, we completed our discussion related to Ansible. Okay. We completed our discussion related to Ansible. There is one concept called Ansible Tower. Guys, see here how we are executing the playbooks. How we are executing a playbooks here? Manually by writing a commands. So every time I am going to Mova Extram, I'm connecting to my control node machine. I'm writing a playbook. I'm executing the playbook. I'm doing the work manually. I don't want to execute the playbooks from here. I want one website. I want one website. I want one application. From there, I will manage my Ansible playbooks. I will schedule the playbooks. I will configure the playbooks. I will execute the playbooks. I want one beautiful UI in order to execute the playbooks. Ansible Tower is the one which will provide you one website from where you can manage your playbooks. Are you guys getting the concept? What is the concept of the Ansible Tower? Ansible Tower is an enterprise software. Ansible Tower is not open source, guys. Ansible Tower is a enterprise software. By using Ansible software, we can manage our playbooks from a website, a user interface, one web application you are going to get. Now, how we have a Ashok IT website here, how we have our website here. From here, you can log in into our website. You can go to this course. You can go to the course. You can see the course notes. You can watch the video from here. You can download the class notes. You can manage everything. If you want to join the class, you have a button to join. All your online training classes can be managed from here. We have a website. Similarly, we need a website to manage our Ansible playbooks. For that, Ansible Tower will be used. Now tell me, what is the purpose of Ansible Tower? What is the purpose of Ansible Tower? Come on, can you please respond? What is the purpose of Ansible Tower? Ansible Tower will provide you a user interface to monitor your Ansible playbooks, to manage your Ansible playbooks, to schedule your Ansible playbooks. That means we can control your Ansible server from the UI. Graphs will be displayed, dashboards will be displayed for us. It is used to manage our playbooks. It is used to manage our playbooks. Is it free of cost or it is commercial? Ansible Tower. Ansible Tower is a web-based solution that makes Ansible even more easy to use for IT teams of all kinds. Go to Ansible Tower. Huh. Official website is available for this. Ansible Tower is also called as AWX. Ansible Tower is called as AWX. Ansible Tower is a web-based solution that makes Ansible even more easy to use for IT teams of all kinds. It is designed to be the hub for all your automation tasks. Tower allows you control access to who can access what, even allowing sharing of SSH credentials without someone being able to transfer those credentials. All your inventory files you can manage by using this Ansible Tower. Inventory files you can manage by using Ansible Tower. Your Ansible playbooks we can execute from this Ansible Tower. It is a UI based solution to work with Ansible software. It is a UI based solution to work with our Ansible software. Are you guys clear with my point? Are you guys clear with my point? Ansible Galaxy we have seen. Ansible Galaxy. What is the purpose of Ansible Galaxy? Come on. What is the purpose of Ansible Galaxy? Which is used to create the roles. Ansible Galaxy is used to create the loads. What we learnt in the Ansible. What we covered in Ansible. What we covered in Ansible. These are the things we have covered in the Ansible, guys. A great content. Lot of important things. What we covered in the Ansible. Ansible configuration management. What is Ansible? What are the advantages of the Ansible? What is push-based, pull-based installation, architecture, host inventory, host groups, ad hoc commands, YAML. Visual Studio Code, playbooks, writing the playbooks, variables, handlers, tags, roles, vault, multi-OS based playbook we covered. So we need to understand Ansible Tower. Ansible Tower is a commercial product which is used to manage your Ansible from the UI. You can create the host inventory files. You can schedule your Ansible playbooks execution, everything from the UI. So we'll discuss about Ansible Tower. Clear? So can you guys practice all the playbooks which I have uploaded to our Git repository? Before coming to tomorrow's session, can you practice all these playbooks, guys? Before coming to tomorrow's session, can you practice all these playbooks? Sure. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll continue tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night.